This is the shareable package exercise in C#. I've got Visual Studio open. Let's take a look. We're going to implement our use case here. So given the consumer interacts with our library or our shared package, they'll call the reverse function. We'll return a string that is the reverse of the text. And then we'll make sure to consume the package from another project when we're done. I'll start off by building the solution, make sure everything's working there. We have succeeded. Let's go ahead and run our tests. We do get a failure, as we typically expect. Going into the test, there's not a lot happening. We're creating an instance of a mirror class, and then we're calling the reverse method, giving it the word testing, and then we just assert that the reverse text equals the reverse of that backwards. So let's take a look at our mirror class. And sure enough, we've got thrown new non-implemented exceptions. We need to get rid of these. The constructor, we're not sure what we need to do there, so I'll just empty this out for now. And then the reverse method, all we really need to do is return the reverse of the string. I can create a variable, I can return it in a single line. I'm just going to return it in a single line. So we'll say return new string, given text. We'll call reverse dot to array. All right, let's run our test again. And we have a pass. So that takes care of the testing part. Now we need to consume this file. So the project itself is going to output into a bin folder. So let's right click on the project and we'll say open folder in File Explorer. And drag this folder over. We'll go into the bin folder, which is the binaries output, go to the debug folder, the version, and then here is the DLL file we need to consume from our other project or other solution we're going to build. So let me run Visual Studio again. And we're going to create a new project. It can be any kind of project you want to consume this. I'm going to do a console application. And where I put this, I'm going to put this very near where we are running our code. So I'm going to go up, and I'm going to use this source folder where we're already executing our code. So put that into the location. We'll call this Chad console app. Use the latest version and create. Takes just a minute. There we go. All right, so we've got our console application. So now if we try to use that mirror application, we're gonna run into a problem here. So let's try it really fast. We'll say type some text to reverse, and then we will get that value out. So we'll say text that they type equals console.readline. And now we will reverse it. We'll create our mirror object. And it's running into a problem. It's saying, hey, I don't know what this mirror object is. I don't know how to find that. So what we need to do is we need to add a reference to that DLL, that shareable package. So inside this application, I'm going to right click on dependencies. We'll say add com reference. And then down here on the bottom here, it says browse. We will browse over to that file. So let me go back to the folder where it exists, grab this path up at the top, paste that in. And here's our mirror library DLL file. I'll add that in. Once that's done, I'm one step closer. Now we also need to add a using statement. So if we say using mirror library up at the top, it now resolves it. So now it's able to find it. So now we can use this. We'll say reverse text equals mirror.reverse, given the text. And then finally, we will output that. All right, let's try running this and see how it works. Drag this back over, type some text to reverse, and it closed too fast. Let me do one more thing. We'll say press any key to exit, and then we will read a key. Let's run it one more time. And drag this back over. There it is. There's the reverse of it. So that concludes the shareable package exercise in C#.